Got Calliope Bub in the building.
What's up? What's up?
We've been talking a little bit. We finally made it happen. And we here with it. I've been telling people I've been in the Magnolia for, what I'm saying, all my interviews. But you about to give us a whole different perspective, outlook on everything. You're gonna take us to the Calliope, which, what I'm saying, the people need. People have been asking about you. Your name been your name been in high demand. People have been in my DM asking about you.
Who else you ask about it? Yo.
They said if I had any questions about the history of it, you was the one to ask about.
They're right.
For sure. So let's start. So, this is the first time, our first time, like interviewing each other. Let's start from the beginning, as far as growing up in the Cali. So you grew up in the Cali, yo.
I'm born and raised in Cali.
Okay, and people know it for two sides, front of town, back of town. What side did you grow up on?
I'm from the front.
You from the front?
The front is like smaller than the back. You know what I'm saying? It's like one street separated. Down the street separate the front and the back. Yeah, man.
What's the difference between the front and the back? Because you hear everybody talk about the front and the back, but like, what's the difference?
Well, they got front of town side. That's why, that slam side. You know what I'm saying? That's what I come up on. The rest of the piece. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Geld, that's the whole nother side, you know what I'm saying? So they be like the Cali, you know what I'm saying? It really was half, you feel me?
For sure. So like, you got front of town, back of town. Like, you hear different parts of the city will be in beef with the front of town. So like, back of town won't back front of town. How like is y'all don't ride as one? How that work?
I mean, it used to be, no, it wasn't like that at first. Like, that was that side and that was that side, you know what I'm saying? Like, the back would be beefing with somebody in the front don't have nothing to do with what the back got going on, you feel me? It was separated.
So how do people know who from front, who from back, or do they know like what I'm saying?
A few people knew, but then, they still had the ones that didn't, like, you from the Cali, you from the Cali.
Right, right.
That's why it ain't to make sense, because, you can't tell everybody, well, we not with them and all that, you know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't about to be on that bitch ass shit.
Exactly. So at what point did like, or at any point did the Cali come together as one, and like for anybody that was, what I'm saying, trying to get at them or whatever, like did the Cali ever come together as one? Like we not.
Yeah, most definitely. It had its off and ons, you know what I'm saying? It was like to be off and on, you know what I'm saying? Like, by being two sides, everybody don't fuck with each other, you know what I'm saying? So, your circle might get into it with somebody, that side don't even know what's going on, you feel me? And it to be all type of twisted up shit, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Everybody just wasn't feeling everybody, so.
nah, for sure. So like growing up, you say you from which side you from? The front.
I'm from the front, yeah.
Okay.
Front of town.
Before we get to all that other stuff, tell me about growing up in the front of town as a kid.
Shit, it was just like man, it was real, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of banging going on, you know what I'm saying? You come outside, you run the drug dealers, you run the drug users, you feel me? It wasn't nothing but hustling, like, I grew up in this shit early, man.
So you was off the porch, you would say early.
13.
13. So like at 13, what are some things that you was like getting into as far as being off the porch?
Trapping, fuck, little beefing. You feel me? Once you off, your age don't count. It's all on you running with it. You feel me? And I always ran with older niggas.
Okay. So tell me about like when you off the porch as far as front and back, was there any like beef within the project?
Oh yeah, that happened a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And they'd be straight at wall, swinging on each other. There ain't nothing but one street separating. They'd coming through, sliding the sticks on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like really killing each other.
The same projects though.
Yeah, see the Calliope back then ain't nobody else coming to kill a Calliope. You know what I'm saying? The Calliope used to kill a Calliope. And the whole New Orleans knew that.
So what was the Calliope known for? Was they known for like the killing or getting money or
Man, you had a few people get to the bag, which you know the Calliope, like we got a history of kidnapping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
so y'all just go ahead and get right with them? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay.
why everybody feel they feel about it now. Way before my time. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Older niggas was giving the city hell, you know what I'm saying?
So who are some of the people that come from the front, and who are some of the people that noticeable people that come from the front and the back? Like who come from the front? Let's start with the front. Some noticeable names in the city.
Shit, you got Slam. You know what I'm saying? You got it's so many, man. Like who you won't know?
Yeah. And we heard the name Slam before. Tell us your relationship with Slam.
My big cousin. You know what I'm saying? People say I remind him of him, you know what I'm saying, the way I move. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know Playboy though. He about getting to the bag.
So
Living, but if it come, the situation get handled. You feel me?
for sure. So was he like the way people describe him? He was like probably like the landlord of the projects. Is that like a good description of him?
Most definitely that. Only thing I would tell you otherwise is if you're a hater, you know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing bad about him on either end, you know what I'm saying? If it's about getting to the money or it's about situations, you know what I'm saying? He ain't backing down. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas to be hating on him, you know what I'm saying? He fucking with their girls and shit.
That's within the projects. You mean like
Yeah.
lobby? Oh, okay. We're gonna get to that. But like so for the back, who are some familiar names that people might know that was from the back? Streets, industry, whatever.
Round the Watts, Dub, Wango. It's a lot, man. We go on and on.
So did you have I know they probably a little older, but like did you remember seeing like Randy Watts, T
Oh,
Dub?
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I used to, you know what I'm saying? I was small. I was from the front, though. I was younger, man. I used to ride around with Dub and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody liked me. You know what I'm saying?
So so if you was from the front, could you go to the back and vice versa? Like how was that? Like was the front more vicious than the back? Was the back more vicious than the front?
I want to say what and what. You know what I'm saying? Everybody couldn't go through the whole project. Like, I was just one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? I go on both sides. My family was big. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I had family on both sides, really.
for sure. So you was good on both sides,
Yeah.
but everybody couldn't go to both sides.
No, they knew that.
For sure. So
Nigga, run your eyes or you ain't gonna make it back. You hear me?
so what side do you say like is known for like you can't come to that side? Is it front or back? Or is it both?
It was both.
It was both.
It was both.
So you needed somebody to bring you on both sides.
Yeah.
You want, yeah.
I ain't no just coming on, you're a new face. Nah, you gotta be stamped by somebody. And they gonna look at you like you up to something. So they gonna turn out bad.
For sure.
You hear me?
For sure. So growing up, you say you was off the porch at 13, but you jumped into the music too, though.
I jumped in the music late.
Or you jumped? Okay. What inspired you to jump into the music late instead of early on?
Being around it, being under Soldier Slim. You know what I'm saying? After he died and shit. Chaotic, go to jail. I just saw a lot of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I like money. Yeah, so
Sure.
that made me just start doing it. A lot of people tell me I should rap. I had the image and all that. Yeah.
So a familiar name that you mentioned was Chaotic. Is that your folks?
Yeah, that's my cousin. Blood cousin.
Okay. You came up under Soldier Slim.
Yeah.
Um, and you mentioned Soldier Slim. So you said you came up under Soldier Slim pretty much as far as rapping as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like
So
when Slim was alive, I wasn't rapping.
okay. So like how did that connection come about as far as you and Soldier Slim?
Really true. You know, they Soulja Slim knew of us, you know what I'm saying? We knew of him, you know what I'm saying? We're from two different projects, you know what I'm saying? Our name was up in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, by chaotic rapping and them two hooking up, we was already familiar with each other. Even though he older than us, we were just a little young circle, you know, running through the city. So by him and chaotic hooking up, it was just already there, you know what I'm saying? Some days chaotic don't even be around. I'm hanging with Slim, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. But you know, it was like a beef between the two projects.
Yeah.
Was that before your time, or like how did that get squashed from your perspective, as far as you can be hanging with?
It ain't get squashed. It just died out. A lot of niggas died and went to jail. You know what I'm saying?
So how did that start? That whole beef, and did you like inherit that, or was you aware of what was going on, or did you inherit that beef, being that you was from the Calliope and
I ain't inherited, you know what I'm saying? Because I still was hanging in both projects. You hear me? Like everybody couldn't go hanging in Magnolia. I was doing that. You feel me?
so like when you was in the Magnolia, was one of the like main people like that brought you in, was that Soldier Slim? Or how did you start hanging in the Magnolia?
I was hanging in the Magnolia before I started running with Slum. I used to run through that, you know what I'm saying? Me and my brother, matter of fact, my sister from the Magnolia. And it comes from like just growing up, like I said, young, going to school with certain people and shit, growing a relationship with them. You hear me?
Okay. So the two names you hear a lot about, coming out the Calliope, Cut Boys, Porch Boys. Did you have, or were you a part of any or either crew?
I wasn't part of Cut Boys or Post Boys. Both of them from off the other side. You know what I'm saying? That's two different, the Cut Boys were older than the Post Boys. Post Boys like the little younger crew. Well, now I wasn't in none of them crews, but I had family in both of them.
Okay. So the Cut Boys, you said they was a little older. Who were some of the like the names that people would be familiar with that was part of the Cut Boys?
Shit, I want to say T Man, Corey Head, you know what I'm saying? Boo. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying?
And who are some the familiar names in the Porch Boys?
You got Post Boy Joe, you got Beast, Kern, you know what I'm saying? Tito, that's the doctor. You feel me?
So from your side, was there some crews from your side?
Nah, see, our side was just one crew. You know what I'm saying? Back in time was bigger than our side. You know what I'm saying? We were just one crew. Front of town.
Okay, so when did you start getting into the rap? Or what made you? I know you said you got into it late, but like what made you start getting into the rap?
Like I said, the Slim died, I was getting into it anyway, but I was playing with it. So, matter of fact, I never forget it was they call him Crack Track. Matter of fact, he's Supreme Streets on Instagram. He under Jay Z right now. He told me, you start rapping, I got you. You got the whole image, everything. You know what I'm saying? You got the street cred, everything. You feel me? She's like, you start rapping, I got you. So I'm like, yeah. And around the time, he was the one giving the NOLA Awards. And he used to make beats and shit. You feel me? So I'm like, shit, this nigga said he got me. I'm about to rap. Fuck that. You feel me? That what really got me into it.
So like how long would you say you've been rapping?
I don't even know. I'll be lying.
It's been, would you say like 10 years or less than
Nah, not 10. Less than 10.
less than 10?
About 6.
Okay. Uh, and in your 6 short years, what are some things that you had to go through as far as that as far as industry type situations that you ain't really.
Getting around other rappers, you know what I'm saying, and they ain't who they saying they is on the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, fuck, they telling me rap, I know I'm the truth. You know what I'm saying? With everything I'm saying, so I'm getting around them. And they lifestyle and their music is two different things. So, niggas was corny and shit. You feel me? I couldn't really be around all that.
For sure. So coming out of the Callio, did I know we everybody knew that Callio had strong no limit ties. The Magnolia had strong cash money ties. Uh, Coming from where you from, did you have any ties with No Limit, Master P, C Murder? Did you have a relationship with any of them?
Now, I was younger around the time that was popping and shit, you know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I'm saying, man, C talk like every other day. You know what I'm saying? Me, C, and Boosie even did a mixtape. The last one, C went on lockdown for Penitentiary Chances. Yeah, man. They came and got me. You know what I'm saying? I guess they want somebody young out the streets, you know what I'm saying? Who popping, you feel me? So I got the call, like, asking, do I want to do it? Like, fucking right. I ain't paid for it or nothing, but that was exposure for me. I was glad. It's seeing Boosie.
For sure. Coming out the Callio, as far as rapping go, there's some other names. You got Wango, you got Dodo, Tough Guy. You got some rap. You got some heavy hitters that was known for rap, but also in the streets. Did you have any relationship with those particular people that I just named?
I had a relationship with Dodo, you know what I'm saying? Really, both of them, you feel me? But like I said, they was off the other side. But I could go around them, you know what I'm saying? We kick it, you know what I'm saying? It was older than me.
So a lot of people came from the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other side was where it was at. Would you say that?
The back, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So from the front, who would you say like there's some names from the front?
Shit, it was like Tank, Demond, Durkee. Then you got Allen, he in Angola. You got Chip. You got Yachty, Chaotic, the older Chaotic. Yeah, he was with the dumb shit for real, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Really, all them names, I just named.
So speak about for sure. So speak about your relationship with Soldier Slim. I know you just said chaotic. This is brought me back to Soldier Slim, and you say you're coming up under Slim, or he kind of inspires you to rap, or you was with chaotic.
I was one of the Slim Young boys. You know what I'm saying? Like every day, every time he hit the road, everything. You know what I'm saying? I was with him. You feel me?
So do you remember around the time when he got killed and you received the news? Can you take me to that day?
Yeah, I was in my mama front room in the project. You know what I'm saying? My mom was cooking. Thanksgiving was the next day. You hear me? I'm sitting there eating, stealing this pies and shit while they cooking. Next thing you know, you get the call. You know what I'm saying? I thought they were lying. You know what I'm saying? Slim was never slipping. You hear me?
So when you heard that, streets talk kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? As far as what happened, where it came from. How did that? Because I know the Magnolia and the Cali was beefing, or y'all had differences, but you was good, but
yeah, it's just like Slim was able to come to Cali.
right. But like when that happened, did that make the two projects come together?
Yeah, it was already like somewhat, you know what I'm saying, coming together. You know what I'm saying? Because you had people out my hood and people out there running. Like Slim was hanging back in town. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the real Magnolia Cali beef started from. You know what I'm saying? But Slim was still able to go back there.
It started from the back of time.
Yeah.
Is that the whole mosquito situation, or was it before that?
That was after that.
It was after that.
Yeah.
Speak on that, because I thought it started from the whole mosquito situation.
Oh, you saying the beef?
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was the beef.
Oh, right. Nah, for sure. Okay, so Slim used to hang back in town. Randy Watts, I'm pretty sure like Randy Watts, C Murder.
Yeah.
He's a, yeah.
You
Oh.
know, by Slim Band signed to No Limit, and like Calliope, you feel me?
But he ended up, not being with No Limit no more. They actually started beefing. He used to diss No Limit, P, Silk, yeah. So he used to be there.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Talk about being there when Slim is dissing them, knowing where you from, and all that good stuff.
He wasn't dissing the Calliope. He was dissing Master P. You hear me?
And his beef was about really from what I hear, like the lyrics, as far as the lyrics, is really about like money. Saying Master P owed him some money.
Master P owed him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that was my dog, so I'm riding with it. You know what I'm saying?
So you was riding with Slim, being from the Calio, and knowing the heavy influence, I should say, the Cali No Limit had in the Cali. You was still riding with Slim and his stance as far as.
Oh, for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm riding with. It. They got names in the Cali. My people good too. You feel me? But it wasn't nothing like that. Niggas was fucking with Slim around that time. You know what I'm saying? Niggas out there. That was their situation. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. So did you have a relationship with C Murder?
Not around that time when No Limit was hot, but I have a relationship with him right now.
Okay.
I'm the youngest in charge.
For sure.
You feel me?
So but would you see? Because everybody know about that whole that DVD that's on YouTube, live from the projects, and C Murder was going from the all that good. So like, was he really? Would you see him out there? That was like somebody that you would see out there, like.
Man, C was out his mind, man. You hear me? And everybody knew this. C was out his mind, man. Straight hood, man. Him and Monica pull up in the, you know what I'm saying, the Bentley, come through the project. They get out of card games and shit, you know what I'm saying? Monica go play cards with the females. And C, he banging with the fellas, you hear me? Get to be some crazy shit, you hear me?
So he was out there.
Like, yeah, man. C even had his own apartment in the project.
We seen that on the DVD too. That's back in town.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell the difference, like if like a regular person was to go through Calio? Can you tell, like, because some, like, I think Magnolia, they got like that, the way like the roof is, like the old side or new side got the pointed roof or something like that. Is there any difference between the front and back, or is it just the street?
No. See, we got the old side of our project and we got the new side. You got the front and the back, but both sides got the old side to it. You feel me?
So another name from that project is Double G. You had a relationship with Double G?
Yeah, we had just was, you know what I'm saying, gaining a relationship before he died and shit.
Speak on that. Speak about y'all relationship, and how y'all met, and if y'all did any music together.
We've been met, you know what I'm saying? We hood, but it's two different sides, you know what I'm saying? But Double G, I really grew a relationship with him through the music part, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just come off the blue with the music. Everybody already knew me from the streets and shit, you hear me? So when I came with the music and shit, you know what I'm saying? I just opened another door, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to work with me.
For sure. But Double G, he had like a song, Uptown Part 1. Yeah. He was speaking on a lot
of people ain't agree with it, you feel me? He made some noise.
He made some noise for sure. How did you feel about, like, when you heard it, and do you think like that's something that somebody should like put out? You should say, like, do you think that's something like a song that somebody should put out as far as putting out all that business? And how accurate was it?
It was accurate, you know what I'm saying? for the most part of it, you feel me? It was accurate. Yeah, man. And I don't feel like I done did all that. You feel me?
So in that song, he spoke about slam in that situation. I know we spoke about slam earlier. From your perspective, you know, what was the situation behind that whole uh that whole scenario as far as slam go? Like what happened as far as like when the day he ended up dying? And you can speak on it to the best of your ability.
It was just some beef going on, you know what I'm saying? It was some hard shit going on through the city, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit went off for like 4 summers straight, man. You know? The whole city know about this shit. You know?
For sure. Yeah, the city know. I think like it's all on YouTube as well.
You know, so I lost a few people. That was some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why a lot of shit that go on today, I don't be feeling it. What's this little beef and that shit? Because niggas just be playing, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really for real. You know what I'm saying? That was some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Was that like the start of it? What happened for it to get to that point as far as what happened to him? What happened before that or what happened? You know what I'm saying? What led up to that point?
Man, it really was some shit. Some shit he was disrespected about with his daughter, you feel me? You know, he give it to do like another man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit just went on and on, you know what I'm saying?
So it started with like some family business.
Yeah.
So it's some pictures online. You with some heavy names from different projects. You in a picture with Be Stupid. Tell me about that. Tell me about that relationship as far as how y'all met. Was that under Slim as well?
No, but yeah, Snoop from the Know You. I'm from the Calliope. He a known, for, his name was popping, you know what I'm saying? I'm out there, yo, my, so, by me being cool with Slim, yeah, man, he already know who I am, I know who he is, you feel me? And at the time, both our circles was like, yeah, in the city, you feel me?
So
And
who was your circle? I ain't mean to cut you off.
that's front of town, that's the front part of the Calliope.
His circle was
the DBs and the Magnolia.
So did you have a relationship with any other DBs, or was it just stupid?
I had a relationship with a few of them. Yeah, like I said, like I could go in the Magnolia. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people couldn't do that.
Did that your relationship with the DBs and the Magnolia? Did that calm everything down, or to a certain extent, as far as like you can bring some people to the Magnolia with you, like that's my folks, or you can tell them like, yo, that's my folks. Like, don't. Did you was you able to kind of like there's some situations basically.
No, I ain't gonna say that. It was just, out of respect, people know who is who. You feel me? That's my people, you know what I'm saying? If I'm out to Cali and one of them coming to see me, whatever somebody else got a problem with, you know what I'm saying? They ain't about to happen on my watch or in my hood, on my set. You feel me?
For sure. So rapping. I want to go back to the rap. Tell me about some of your projects that you put out and your latest. Tell me about your latest project that you put out.
My latest?
Mm.
That Street Emotions, you know what I'm saying? I dropped that. Let me see. That was about 3 years ago.
So why ain't you been like more consistent as far as putting out music and projects?
Because it's a lot. It's like all the people who got a name, you know what I'm saying? They fuck with me, I fuck with them. And you know when you just feel like you right there and it still ain't happening. You feel me?
You haven't released a project in 3 years. Is there a reason why like you haven't been more consistent as far as releasing music and projects and whole?
Man, just due to, real life situations and shit. You know what I'm saying? Had to take a step back, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people thought I had a deal, you know what I'm saying? To this day still think I got a deal, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no deal, you know what I'm saying? It's just me.
And people think you got to deal with Rich Gang. Is that what is that what people saying?
Yeah, I think it was, it been on the table a few times, you know what I'm saying? And the city was waiting on that move to happen, you know what I'm saying? By me fucking with Hot, you know what I'm saying? Hot Beezo, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the love just beat up, you know what I'm saying? From Stunner and everybody. I done been to their studios and everything, you feel me?
Speak on that. Speak on your relationship with like Stunner or Hot or Rich Gang. Period. Like speak on that relationship.
But man, I fuck with Hot, you know what I'm saying? Got to might know a real nigga, you feel me? Me growing up, I've been knowing about him, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm a, I'm a, I'm a well-known nigga from, you know what I'm saying, my city too, you know what I'm saying? I'm just younger, you feel me? Everything always mutual with us, you know what I'm saying? Respect, you feel me? So, we locked in, fucking around, you know what I'm saying? That's thumb mines, you feel me? Like, that's how I get to, get around and shit, you feel me? And it done been there a few times where I pulled the sign, you feel me? And it don't happen. We put it on, I'm a, like, stunner, I'm a fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? It just don't happen, you feel me? And, I hear a lot of people say it's because of where I'm from, some shit before my time, and, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is.
Also, it's you gonna say it's like it ain't got nothing to do with you as far as you not signing.
No.
So the situation is go ahead.
When you think of it and people say, you out the Calliope. You feel me? I done had niggas tell me it happened to a certain extent. A nigga gon' show you that mutual respect. You a real nigga, no dirt on your name. You know what I'm saying? Respect, but yeah, like man, that ain't gonna happen. Some shit before your time that just would never happen due to them two different projects. So it confused me because it was before my time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never do none of that shit. You feel me?
For sure. So rappers coming out New Orleans. Um, who would you say is like some of the top rappers coming out New Orleans right now?
Rest in peace to my little brother, man. BTY. You know what I'm saying? You got certified golf. You know what I'm saying? That was BG. You know what I'm saying? Artist. You know what I'm saying? You got Willow Boy. You know what I'm saying? It's a few, man. Other than the ones y'all probably know, the Rifle 9, people like that. You feel me?
So describe your style of rap. Like how would you describe how you rap?
I'm mostly, you know what I'm saying? I speak the pain and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm a conscious rapper, you feel me?
So you speaking like conscious as in like what's going on in the streets or like
Yeah.
are some common tally quably, but yeah.
Like shit that's going on in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like my life, you know what I'm saying? Rap be like a relief to me when I get in the studio, you know what I'm saying?
What made you gravitate towards rap more than being like in the streets?
Shit. I think it's what and what, man. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna say more. I just fell in love with it, you know what I'm saying? That's like my therapy. You feel me? That's how I express myself. I don't do a lot of talking and all that, you know what I'm saying? About shit. Real life shit. You feel me? I'm usually the type I've been through so much young, losing my brother, man, losing like 5 family members, partners, you feel me? Me being shot at my top, you feel me?
So you been shot before.
Yeah, I've been shot 2 different occasions.
So being from the streets, when you jumped off the porch by the age of 13, I'm pretty sure you've been through a lot. You mentioned you were shot on 2 different occasions. Was that street related? And can you take me through what happened as far as the first time?
Yeah, it was street related for sure. Like I said, we was in war for like 4 years straight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so that happened. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that happened. That was related to like what happened as far as the whole situation you spoke on earlier. Okay. So take me to that day and what happened from your perspective.
I just remember, me and my other partners, we get in the car. You know what I'm saying? We get us some lean, get out of the kid. We about to dip through the city. You feel me? That's what we just do. You know what I'm saying? Get on our level and just ride around. You know what I'm saying? Set the set. You know what I'm saying? This day here, man. You know what I'm saying? We get in the car, stop at the gas station. Nigga mustard was on us from the gas station. You feel me? We moving so fast. You hear me? We pull out the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Make it right on Willow. You feel me? Coming to Willow, about to come to the Magnolia. We at the light. You know what I'm saying? I never forget shit like a movie or something. Like, played in slow motion. Car just pull up on side, hit.
How many people was in the car that you was in?
It was 4 of us.
Where was you located?
I was in the passenger seat. Yeah, man.
And y'all was going where was y'all going?
We was about to pass through the Magnolia at this time.
Okay, was y'all about to go over there to holler at some people? Y'all just
Nah, we was just sliding. You feel me? Our little routine. You know what I'm saying? Just sliding.
okay. And then so take me to that point where you said y'all made a right.
Come to the light by the Magnolia, you hear me? Before you know it, you know what I'm saying? Car split up on us. Got in that bitch, you hear me? I thought I was out of here.
So the car slid on your side or the
It
driver's
was
side?
on my side, you hear me? But, I thought it was over. You feel me? It was crazy because it was like everything in slow motion, man. It was like, I'm, I don't feel it, but I can feel the blood coming from up here. Going on my neck, so I know I was hit up here in my head, you hear me?
Oh man.
So, I'm on that lean and shit, you feel me? So, I ain't panicking or nothing. I'm thinking about my funeral, you hear me?
So that was the first thing that came to your mind.
Yeah, like my funeral. Like,
Did you feel like any pressure like in your head or anything? You just knew you was shot up like in your head
yeah,
or that.
blood and
Yeah.
shit. On my ear, piece of my ear gone right now. You know what I'm saying? So, we gotta, but yeah, I ain't think I was gonna live. So many people was dying around that time. You feel me? I'm thinking about my funeral, how my funeral day gonna be, you hear me? Some shit like that, man. Yeah.
Was it like a lot of like panic in the car as far as like everybody you was with? Was everybody like how everybody else? Did anybody else get shot?
Yeah. 2 more of my partners got hit like in the arm and shit. You hear me?
How many shots was like
It'd be like about 20. About a good 20 was on my car.
so you think they followed y'all from the gas station?
Well, definitely they got on us from the gas station. Yeah.
And they just caught up with y'all and just
Yeah. I'm saying that's how that shit go, man.
so that was the first time you said you was shot. Another time, but like so after that first time, what made you move? Like how did you move differently?
Shit, it wasn't about to happen again. You feel me? Like that was the wake up call. You hear me? Like this how I'm letting nigga get me. Just that easy. He had to run up, bust me up, put in no work for me. Like, you know, I'm too valuable for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga like me, you gotta work hard for it, man. You hear me?
So after that first time, you started moving differently, but then you was
Now I'm
shot.
in the car, I'm on everything. You know what I'm saying? To when I'm in the car, I'm shell shocked, man. You hear me? And I ain't trying to let nothing catch me like that again. You hear me?
Do you still feel that way? What year was that you was shot?
little seven.
Do you feel still that way to this day? As far as like when you drive and you still got like PTSD?
Yeah, most definitely. It's like when I'm riding and I get out the car, it's like a relief when I make it to where I'm going or something. You feel me? You got cars pulling up, so you don't know what car about to let off again. You feel me? You clutching and everything. You feel me? People driving bad. Then a few times there's about to be accidents. You feel me?
So you say you were shot another time. What was the situation behind the second time you were shot?
Man, some other shit. Yeah, man. That was going on. Yeah, man. You know, the city of New Orleans. It's real. It's treacherous, man. You know, so there's a lot of shit go on. You feel me? But I'm sitting in a car again. Another car situation. But this in my hood at the time. Niggas was spooking. You feel me? Because they know what it was. You know what I'm saying? You can't just pull up like that. You feel me? That was gonna be something. So what they did was they swung in front of me, spooking out. They tried to put the car in reverse. So you know, the reverse like, come on, nigga, already on that shit, man. Yeah. Caught on to the shit. No, that go.
So what? They hopped out the car.
Nah, they ain't get out.
Oh,
They
okay.
were playing. Yeah.
But somehow they from where they were, they was able to.
Yeah, they pop shot and shit. Yeah, man. I drove myself to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they hit it so I ain't feel nothing. Boom. I pulled over to check myself.
As you was driving to the hospital.
Yeah, I stopped. You feel me? I pulled over. I'm on top of the bridge. You know what I'm saying? I got out, checked myself, and like went to step out. Boom. I like kind of fell a little. That's when I know I was hitting my ankle and shit. You feel me? Drove myself to the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
So as far as the first time, did your people drove you to the hospital the first time?
Yeah, the first time I'm leaking. You know what I'm saying? Bleeding. Yeah, I'm thinking about my funeral, man. Once I felt it coming from up here, yeah, I'm thinking about my funeral. Boom.
What was
We get the charity round. Yeah, man. I couldn't wait till the car stopped. You feel me? To see if I can even stand up. You hear me? We get up on that ramp. You know what I'm saying? Charity hospital. That's where everybody was going to get shot. You hear me? They had the best trauma room. You hear me? I get out. Boom. I stand up. I'm good. I walk myself into the hospital. You hear me? Boom. Go through that bitch. The doctor grabbed me and shit. You hear me? Instantly put me on the thing. Started. You know what I'm saying? Performing this shit.
and so but on the way over there was your homeboys like trying to keep you up and all that? Or how was they carrying you?
Yeah, we always in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I'm loaded, so I'm just like really calm about it. I'm just trying to get there. You feel me? Yeah.
And the streets talk, being shot 2 different times, answer this to the best of your ability. When I say the streets talk, like you hear, or you got an idea where it came from like this is back then, or was this? Do you feel like it was like some random situation? Do you feel like you was targeted?
Yeah, well, definitely. I ain't about to sugarcoat that part. Yeah. Nigga wasn't the same.
Oh, okay. So you feel like you was targeted from some music, music situations or some street situations?
Most definitely not no music shit. I don't do all that. Like you ain't gonna never hear me speak or nothing. No niggas on no music and all that. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't where I come from. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna get handled all that playing on the internet and all that. That's how I know a lot of shit ain't serious. Cause how you gonna be on there saying what you gonna do a nigga? So when it happen, what you just gonna throw yourself in jail? You feel me? Niggas crazy.
Well, as far as musically, your name been tied with a lot of people in the city. You had you was dealing with like Kevin Gates. What happened with that situation?
Um,
And what's your relationship with Kevin Gates and OG Boo Boo Black?
you know, Boobie Black, that's the big homie. You you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Gates too, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that's broke, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, so my partner Menace and shit, you feel me? Top shelf Menace, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? He used to run with me with Soulja Slim. You feel me? We was cutthroat committed. You feel me? So he I guess he had a little situation with Kevin Gates, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know bro that, you know what I'm saying? So I saw him on a video. So I'm looking at the familiar faces and shit. I'm like, damn. Boom. Next thing you know, we hook up, you know what I'm saying? Through Menace, Man Gates, you feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shot me out in songs and shit. You feel me? I'm fucking around with him. Matter of fact, man, we got a song together. Call that life. You feel me? And I was supposed to go on the road with him. You feel me? But I happened to be in New York, opening up for Troy Ave. I was in Connecticut. You feel me? So Gates hit me on the phone. You know what I'm saying? We chow me like, man, I want you to come on the road. Like, man, you don't need nothing, just some polo tees. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, man, fuck, man, I'm up there, and, you know, up north. You know what I'm saying? Doing a show. Boom, I was supposed to get back with him. When I got back, which you know, the tour had finally started and shit. So boom, I couldn't really catch back up with him and shit. You know that beat, I don't know what the situation was, but we'll chop it up over the phone off and on. You feel me? So boom, one time I had dropped a tape. He had a tour too. So boom, they let a nigga come on a tour, open up. You know what I'm saying? Do some shit like that, promote. You feel me? Everybody thought it was gonna be a BWA situation.
Right.
You feel me? But I don't know what happened with that. You feel me? Because it was already there. It just ain't happened. You feel me?
So
I don't know what it be.
right. So I was about to say. So it was there with like Rich Gang is there with Kevin Gates. Like what is it? Contract disputes or like how would you describe what happened as far as like the actual signing to the label?
Man, it's like it ain't even get to the contract part. You feel me? Like it'll just always be some like just it ain't happen. You feel me? Like I really don't know this. Man, the whole city just be like, man, why is you not on? How all these people getting on? How these niggas not putting you on? You feel me? I don't even be having a question for him, the answer for him. You hear me? I'm an official nigga. Name good, face card good, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm standing on my own too. You know what I'm saying? All I need is a nigga to just, you feel me? Nigga ain't drawing that rope, man. You send me out in the water, man. You hear me? And man, what other nigga put on for the city more than me, man? You hear me? I don't know what it be, man. You hear me?
And you've been putting on for a long time now. You got other names that you've been tied to, Wacko, Juvenile.
I fuck with Wag, I fuck with Juve too. You hear me?
What, what's up with that situation?
No, we
Or
just
what was that situation and your relationship?
But man, Wack got a relationship, you know. He used to come by Slim House, you know what I'm saying? When we was over there. You know what I'm saying? Both of them out the Magnolia. He used to come by Slim House. You know what I'm saying? That's how me and Wack really grew a relationship. Boom. From that, and then, you know, Wack would pull up in the hood and shit. And our project, fuck with us, get out holler and shit. You hear me? Fly nigga, you hear me? And it was just that, you know what I'm saying? And you know, Juve, I ain't even think Juve knew me. You hear me? I did a show at the House of Blues. And we coming off stage, Juve was backstage, you hear me? So he came up to me like, man, salute me and shit, you hear me? Like, I see you. Keep doing it, you next. Woo woo. Like, this is something everybody tell me. Like, you next, you up. It's your, man, I don't know, man. You hear me? Nigga doing this shit myself. Like, no handouts, nothing. You hear me? Holding this shit down. You hear me?
So like coming up, who were some of the before you even thought about rapping? Cause you know You know, you was in the streets even before you thought about rapping. You started rapping after Slim died. But who were some of the rappers that you looked up to coming up? Just some of your favorite rappers.
Well, you know for sure, man. BG, you hear me? Fuck. Um, Juvie, Wayne, you hear me? But my favorite rapper always was Jay-Z, you hear me?
What made you gravitate towards Jay Z, being from, you know, you from New Orleans? Because I know a lot of people, you know, they favorite rapper when they from the South, especially New Orleans, is Soulja Slim. I know Turk said that Lil Wayne, his favorite rapper was Jay Z growing up. What made you gravitate towards Jay Z, being from he was from the East Coast?
Man, it was just the music, you know, my circle that I grew up with, my circle, we were just some young fly niggas, you know what I'm saying? We just wanted the money, you know what I'm saying? That's what Slam was about, you feel me? He wanted the money, you know what I'm saying? Dress fly, do his thing, you know what I'm saying? So we coming up under him, that's what we learned about. So, you know, but then Jay-Z, we hearing his music, like, man, damn, this nigga on type of time we on, but you know, he more advanced and giving, you know, so we looked at him getting gain from it, you hear me? Niggas fly, niggas getting to the bag, you feel me? And that's what we want to do, you hear me? But you know what come with it, you feel me? But we mostly about that bag, man, you hear me? But Jay-Z to always have messages through his music, you feel me? Like, it might sound crazy, but listening to him really made me learn how to start saving my money. You hear me? That's crazy.
So before that, you just in the streets, making money, spending money.
Just spinning it, you hear me? No navigation, you hear me? Just living, you hear me? But you were talking about getting money, saving money, ooh. I'm like, man, you know what, man? I ain't even think I could save $2,000 at one time, you hear me? So like once I did started saving, it made me want to save more and save more. I could just listen to Jake because he always had that message, you hear me? Now some music it's just music. You get nothing from it. You hear me? Just ignorance. You feel me? Like he always had that vision. You feel me?
You got a top five, top three. Give me. All right, you got top. Yeah, you can give me a top five.
Man, I got Soulja Slim, Jay-Z, BG, Jim Jones.
You mentioned Jim Jones. You got a relationship with Jim Jones? You don't got okay. What gravitates you towards Jim Jones?
Uh, man, just his swag here, man.
Because that's not like a person like a lot of people would say would be in a personal top five, but I respect it. Being I'm from the East Coast, so you know I fuck with that.
Jim got that pain in that shit too, man. You hear me? You got that pain in that shit. Like certain music you can feel, like that shit give you the chills. You hear me? Like sometimes you might listen to Soulja Slim or something when you relating to that shit like that. You hear me? Jim, like his songs, the ones. You feel me? I just like that nigga, man.
For sure. So coming up in the South, you would say Soulja Slim was like one of your main artists that you kind of like looked up to, and you like the music.
Yeah, Soulja Slim, BG.
Soulja Slim, BG. No limit though. Obviously, like I said, we mentioned before, they was in the Calliope, heavy influence in the Calliope. They shot the video in the Calliope too. Video, I want to say About It. I could be wrong. Was it About It?
Yeah, that was the body video shoot.
I know.
P had it all crowded and shit. Yeah.
So was you out there for that day?
Yeah, I was out there. I was younger though.
Okay.
I ain't never had a relationship with P or nothing.
Okay. Was that like coming up though? Is that something that like a younger kid from the projects wanted to have? A relationship with like P and No Limit?
Oh, for sure.
Just seeing them like on it, you know what I'm saying?
Who didn't? I ain't lying. I thought right now, I thought P for sure would have sent for me. You hear me? I thought for sure. Man, I'd signal him back, man. You hear me? it'll be a nigga like me, man. You hear me? I thought for sure. I'm like, man, whoever come get me, man, it's gonna be over with. You hear me? I thought it was gonna happen fast because this is what the people want. The city want this. You hear me? Not just me. These people won't see me get on. You hear me? I'm a good representative. You know what I'm saying? I know all this.
So you thought people was gonna come get you because you the hottest, you the realest out the Cali though.
What quality music? I ain't just saying just because of me, but what quality music? Man, I thought for sure. Man, but niggas would go all the way around the world, man. And the shit right chill, man.
You think it's a reason for that? People go all around. Like, do you feel like, how can I say this? Like,
man, if it is, I really don't know because it's stamped and certified over here. Like, what could it be? People did something to one of your people. I don't know. But if a nigga looking for artists and all that, you from New Orleans, how can you look over me? You feel me?
being that you from there.
Being that I'm from there. If I see a little nigga, man, who got his shit together and get into that shit, man, and that's what I'm doing, man, come on, boy. You hear me? Like, go get this money, man. Bring this shit back on.
So was that ever a thing though? Like No Limit reaching out to you? I know you mentioned Rich Gang. You know, obviously that's Baby stunning them.
Never reached out. I thought it would have been happening. You hear me? I thought it would have been happening, but you know.
Do you feel at any point in your career, do you feel like you was being blackballed?
I kind of feel like it is something. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I don't know what the nigga be. Yeah, man. But it feel like that or something. I don't know because I look like I got my own. I can't just tell him anything, make him sign anything. You hear me? I don't know. Yeah, man. Sometimes having your shit together too much could affect you. Nobody don't want to help you put your own money. Feel like you got it already.
Sure.
But then they want you to have an appearance to be marketable. Now you got it. Like, I don't know. It's confusing.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you feel like your music is up the quality too. So it's
Sure.
like, what do you think that's like holding these labels back? Do you think like maybe it's because you 2 feet or 1 foot in, 1 foot out? Like, what do you think is holding labels back from like really trying to like fuck with you basically?
Man, it ain't too many labels. I don't want to lie and say that because the people that should be not really helping me get the exposure that I should have to get to the people. For more labels to see me, you feel me? All I'm asking for is man, look, co-sign this. You hear me? I ain't coming trying to get $1 million fast, none of that. You hear me? I'm trying to just get in the door. You hear me? Get me in the door. Now you can see where I'm at. You hear me? I'm on all 10. I'm holding it down. You hear me? Just help me get in the door. You hear me? That's it.
So once you get in that door, you know what to do with it.
It's gonna be, man. I can't even explain it. You hear me? Man, it's like me when I talk about it, I get the chills. You hear me?
So like,
Crazy, man.
so if someone like you that been in the industry for a little while now, what keeps you going, knowing that all the roadblocks that you've been having to encounter? What keeps you going?
I ain't no person that just give up easy. You feel me? And like I said, music is like a therapy to me. I get to express myself and shit. You hear me? So I love doing it. And the more people keep asking for music, that be validation. I can't tell them I ain't doing it no more. You hear me? I feel like it's gonna happen. You hear me? From someone.
I can stand
I
that.
had a phone call, man. They were like 2 days ago. Yeah, man. And they was asking me like on the same kind of type of shit we talking about. They like, brother, there's gonna be somebody from the West Coast, you feel me, to come grab you. You feel me? I'm like, damn, man, you just say that. So I pay attention to signs and shit. You hear me? I make you sad. Like you gotta think about it. Your face card and your background is A1. You never heard nobody dissing you in those songs. You never heard nobody saying nothing bad on you. You like a YG. You ever hear somebody talking about YG? You hear me? You ever hear a nigga dissing them? You like, man, you like one of them type of niggas. You like, man, down here they not gonna do that. They not gonna put you on because of niggas feel like you don't come in and take, you know, more to light. You feel me? You might blow so big you might not even need them no more. You feel me? So it be these things I never even thought of. People be saying, you feel me? It's shit they see. You feel me? But he was like, yeah, man, I think gonna be somebody from the West. He just like your swag, everything. Like you got that down south rap, but like your swag is like a West Coast nigga. You feel me? Just the way you is.
Do you agree with that? Like your swag is on some West Coast swag. And how would you describe your style of rap? Is it
My
South?
style of rap ain't West Coast. You feel me?
Nah, for
It's
sure.
just different. It's just different. You feel me?
Would you say it's like down south though, or would you say it's like?
I won't give it down south. You know what I'm saying? A few people that told me like I sound like I could be from the north too. You feel me? I just, I guess the way I rap, I don't just bounce all over the beats and shit. Like I be painting pictures. You feel me?
So like if for sure, who would you say will fit like your style right now in the industry? Like if someone's to come to get you, if someone's to throw you a deal, which label or yeah, which label like you think you fit with the best?
Same shit I hear a million times. CMG.
CMG. Okay. Why you feel like you fit with CMG?
Not me. It's what people say.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? I guess because of my appearance, the way I am, the way I carry myself. You feel me? People always say you're fitting good. This on God, I heard this over like 100 times, bro.
So have you heard anything from any of these labels like CMG or any of these other labels besides Rich Gang? I know you got relationships with other people in the industry, but
Man, in New Orleans, man, it's like the music thing, like it's hard to explain. It ain't easy making it from the, you feel me? So it's like I don't even think dude even heard of me, even heard my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the people who can get it heard or whatever, they not trying to do it.
that's my next question. Do you feel like New Orleans got a crab in the barrel mentality as far as like they're not really lifting anybody up, they just bringing people down? How you feel about that?
That's why, I had to bounce, you feel me? Because it had me puzzled and it had the city puzzled. So, motherfucker always say, boy, you get from down here, boy, you gonna make it. You hear me? You gonna make it. You can't be denied. You feel me? I'm always saying this type of shit. And I agree with it.
So on this journey that you've been on as far as musically, um, we see it like on your Instagram page, you lost a close friend. Can you speak on that in your relationship with your friend?
My brother Soup, that's my brother. You hear me? He from Alabama. I took him, man, you know what I'm saying? That when I just had started my INC situation. You hear me? I took liking to him, you hear me? He had that energy, you feel me? And he's always down for whatever I'm trying to do. You hear me? My partner brought him around, matter of fact, you hear me? But man, him just locked in, you feel me? Because he had that energy. He was 100 behind whatever I'm trying to do for it with my music. You feel me? And that's the type of energy I need around me, you feel me? So we locked in from there, man, you know what I'm saying? And we just got tighter and tighter and tighter to it, you know what I'm saying? We became closer than some of the niggas I've been knowing before him. You feel me? Man, he go back home, you know what I'm saying? He turned up in New Orleans, you feel me? Got his sauce up, you know what I'm saying? this way he got stamped that, you feel me? So I guess going back home and shit, the hate was real. You feel me? Nigga stole my dog, man. Yeah, man.
So that happened when he went back home.
Yeah. You'd have thought it happened in New Orleans before Alabama. You feel me? Yeah, man.
So that like losing obviously a close friend, how did that inspire you as far as musically?
Man, I lost so many people, bro. That's why sometimes I don't even be wanting to make new friends. You hear me? But that shit hurt, man. You lose a nigga, man. You roll with every day. You hear me? That shit hurt, man. I love my brother, cousins, man. That shit hurt, man. So, you know, I'm really numb to this shit, you hear me?
Right.
Sometimes I don't even know how I still keep my sanity. You hear me?
What are some things that you do though, like as far as when you say you lost your brother? How old was you when you lost your brother?
Man, I was like 17. Man, my brother's a year apart.
Oh, y'all was a year apart. So y'all was like probably close friends. I mean, best friends. I mean,
Yeah. Like you see him, you see me. People thought we was twins.
what happened with that situation as far as losing your brother?
And walk, you feel me? Shootout. And
Oh,
he ain't make it back, you hear me?
okay. And you mentioned you lost a lot of people. Um,
I got a whole graveyard on my own, man. And there's more on to that, you feel me? Like I said, I've been in the streets a long time, man. This shit here, man. Like,
so what are some things that you do? Cause I hear a lot of people from the streets. They lose a lot of people. It's unfortunate, but like, what are some things that you do to like cope with everybody that you lost? Like you lost your brother, you say your cousins, you got close friends, everything. Like, what are some things that you do to deal with all the losses that you dealt with, and what helps you get, what I'm saying, move on, or just move forward?
I don't even know, brother. Yeah, I don't even know. It, I guess like my mama, you know what I'm saying? Everybody depending on me, you hear me, to make it with this music shit, you feel me? And just knowing they just seeing that in me and want me to do it, that's the shit that keep me pushing, you hear me? I think if I ain't had that, I'd have been just, I don't know, I wouldn't be right here right now, man. But, you know, them people out, they keep me on track, keep me with hope and motivation, you hear me?
So with the people that you lost, in the street growing up, what made you gravitate? Were you gravitated towards the street like growing up? Like you would see people like you could say like hood celebrities. You be like, I want to be like,
Oh yeah, it's like it was in my playground. The people was on my playground every day, man.
oh, some like early hood celebrities that you would see, and you be like, yeah, I want to be like him.
Yeah, man, like China and shit. You heard me? OGs, you know what I'm saying? Like them niggas was fresh, you heard me? Starch jeans, Kangols, all the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? When I come outside to play, that's what right up. You hear me? So I'm saying that shit all day, every day. You hear me?
So, but like we already mentioned, you got a lot of losses in that too. What makes you want to like? I guess my question is coming from that. What makes you want to like keep just be like what changed your mentality as far as the streets go? Like what I'm saying? Like at what point do you like, man, this shit ain't really worth it, or do you ever really get to that point?
Man, I've been felt like a lot of shit was dumb, but you in that shit, your people in that shit, so you can't just turn your back on them, you feel me? You gotta ride for the cause like you already chose this shit, you feel me? Ain't no backing out this shit. You feel me? Like there used to be a lot of shit I ain't agree with, but it is what it is, you feel me?
The name coming out the Calliope was you got the Cut Boys, you got the Porch Boys, Porch Boy Joe. him and his, he had a brother. Like, what was your relationship with you and Porch Boy Joe and his brother?
Shit, we grew up like family, you hear me? Yeah, we grew up like family. Jew and Beast, man. Post boy, man.
They was on back. They was on the back.
Yeah, they from the back there, man.
Okay. Like, what was our relationship though?
Man, we were jam, you hear me? Even though we was all two different sides and shit. Like I say, I was always a known nigga in the hood since a youngin', so everybody knew me. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? They had the Post Boys. They had a little clique they made, and you know they earned some respect. You hear me? Slinging that copper. You feel me?
How did that name come about though? Like, how did you get the name the Porch Boys?
It was a little group, all the youngins. You hear me? So I guess you know they had to be on the porch all day. You feel me? So they call themselves the Porch Boys. You feel me?
Okay. Was that like like, so who like put that together as far as like that's the Porch Boys right there? Did they have like, was it like a big homie to the Porch Boys?
Oh, they had a lot of big homies, but they did that on their own. They created that. Nobody ain't gave them that name or nothing.
And then you said a group that was older was the Cut Boys.
Yeah.
What's the name? Like, what's the story behind that name? How they got the name, the Cut Boys?
In the cut, you know what I'm saying? You're in the cut. Between two buildings, the cut. Like, you know, that was the cut. That's where they'll hang at. You feel me? In the cut.
And some of the people that came from the because you spoke on the Porch Boys, you got Joe, his brother, Cut Boys. Who are some names that people would be familiar with from the Cut Boys?
Corey Head, T-Man. You know what I'm saying? You got Adam. You feel me? You got Woolsey. You know what I'm saying? Boo. You feel me? The other couple boys.
Corey Head, he locked up right now?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people hit me up about him too. I'm just like, I think he in a little situation right now.
He about to get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you speak about the Porch Boys, Joe, he got a heavy name. He was killed. Um, do you know, can you speak on a situation that happened behind his death? 'Cause they say it was kind of like internal, I guess you can say. Is that any truth to that?
Man, it was some shit that happened, you know what I'm saying, that led to that. You feel me? I can't really speak on that. You feel me? Situation, but some hood shit, man.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, rest in peace, poor boy, man. But, everybody knew him. He was a live nigga, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Speaking of live people, be stupid. Like I said, we mentioned that before. You was in a picture with him.
Oh, Stoop, yeah. Stoop, you know what I'm saying? He was a nigga always turned, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? He had that energy, you hear me? Real street nigga, you hear me? We just linked up, you know what I'm saying? He would just be bopping. I'll pull up and I know him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with them niggas all the time. Sometimes they'll come in my hood. You hear me?
So,
DBs, you feel me?
right.
Like, I really was right there, man. I was right there for a lot of shit, man. Like, they can't come me out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't glorifying nothing. There's some people hate about it. You hear me? That my name, you feel me? Just respect it, you feel me? Like, I go anywhere, hang anywhere, you know what I'm saying?
So you had a relationship with any other DBs that you can remember by name?
Yeah, Canal, you know what I'm saying? Little 411, you feel me? Dizzy, you feel me? There's a lot of DBs, you know what I'm saying? But one of my main homies, you know what I'm saying, was Tuna, you feel me? He out of Magnolia. Like, that was like my little brother, man.
Speak on your relationship, yeah, because I did an interview with Johnny Boo, and Johnny Boo, he a DB, and him and Tuna was real cool. Speak on your relationship with Tuna.
And Tuna, that was like my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Way since young. You feel me? Like, it was just always love. Like, we from two different hubs. Like, we'll talk on the phone late nights. Like, it was like, you feel me? Just effing, just joking. You feel me? It just been that way. You feel me? It was just different, man. And the love was mutual every time. You feel me? Since park ball.
How did that relationship come about? Being y'all was from two different hoods, you and Tuna.
We played football together young. You feel me? And we just never lost that touch. You feel me? Every time we saw each other. You feel me?
And then he was out. Unfortunately, he was killed. Do you remember the day that you got the news that he was killed?
Yep. Man, you know what I'm saying? I had a, he had just left me, you know what I'm saying? I had a watch. It was a JoJo, I had the JoJo watches, you know what I'm saying? He was about to go out, like, man, let me see him now, I'm busting that big hole. I gave it to him, you hear me? Matter of fact, he died with that on, you hear me? That was like the day after he left me. You hear me?
And then you got the call. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, around the club, you hear me? Niggas snaked him. You hear me?
So you say y'all played football together. Talk about like growing up with certain people, or was it a situation where you grow up with certain people, then you kind of be into it with them, but y'all used to play like football together, but then y'all, you know what I'm saying, due to like circumstances as far as different projects or
Yeah, that's how I be. Like,
yeah,
you just riding like you riding for the cause, you know what I'm saying? You riding for your people. You can't, it ain't much nothing personal, but it's up, you know what I'm saying? My people and your people into it. You feel me?
is there any way like that can kind of like somebody can die that down, or is it too late?
And sometimes if blood ain't shed, you know what I'm saying? Once blood gets shed, it be different. It be up, you feel me?
Right. Did you have a relationship with anybody from out the mouth?
Yeah, I know a lot of people. Like I said, I was all around.
Okay.
Can't miss me. You hear me? I'm everywhere. Never there. Ben, you hear me? The Melf had something, I was cool with like a lot of them, like Tutu, Tidara, Fire, you know what I'm saying? Man, Charlie, man, I'll be sitting here all day, man. The Melf had a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, sure.
Uncle Larrell, you know what I'm saying? Big homie, yeah, there's a few. That's a little.
For sure. So tell me about the third ward before and after Katrina. Like the difference it was before, and was you out there or did you leave before it even hit?
I was there.
Oh, you was there.
Water, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Shit, it was like a regular day, you know what I'm saying? You thinking a hurricane or storm gonna hit. Boom, we in a hotel, we got hotel rooms. So boom, we thinking the storm gonna hit, whatever we gonna do when it pass by, boom. First day it rain, next day we thinking it's over. Man, people are telling us we gotta evacuate out the rooms.
Out the hotel.
Like the fuck, how you get put out the rooms? It's supposed to be the safe place. Boom, we have to evacuate, come out of the hotel, so it's water. Sometimes in New Orleans it flood a little, you feel me? Boom. Go to the project where everybody was, chilling up. You know what I'm saying? Everything shut down, so, ain't nowhere to go. You can't go to no hotel. Boom. Next thing you know, we go to sleep.
So y'all back,
Water
back in the projects.
Yeah. Water steady rising. Man, my grandma had the first floor, man. I woke up, man. We slept with the window up because our electric was out. Man, the water was down there about to come through the window. That's how high that shit was. Man, we had to get out there.
So y'all was going
Make our way to the Superdome. You hear me? That's why they say everybody to go.
Alright, so y'all made your way to the Superdome.
Yeah.
How did y'all get to the Superdome?
Man, really, the best way you can. Float on a mattress, something.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It was like to my neck, though.
So you said the water was to your neck,
Yeah.
and you had to evacuate to the Superdome.
Yeah, that was everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody who left because the shit was like, man.
See, y'all didn't leave the city though. Like y'all didn't try to like get out. Like I know a lot of people went to Houston, a lot of people went to Atlanta. Y'all didn't
we
leave.
left. You had to leave. I didn't know where you was gonna live.
I'm saying like wow, like before the hurricane even came though. Like
we didn't think it was gonna be that serious.
Right.
Shit ain't never happened all my life.
Right.
I didn't think that was about to happen. So we done knew. Well, we'd been up and gone.
So
with the bricks, man, you know what I'm saying? Lightning strike, all that, ain't no bricks. You can't do nothing with bricks. You feel me? So we ain't never have to leave.
So did you have to sleep at the Superdome for like any nights, or
y'all
just
went there? We left. Man, my people went found calls. Everybody waiting to get. They were raping children and everything.
That's my next question, I guess, because you hear all the stories, but like all that, everybody that be saying that was true, that was going on as far as like inside the Superdome.
Sure. It was getting how you live. How they who's gonna be there to watch everybody? They ain't got enough people trying to see their families. So who's gonna do it? You feel me?
So where's y'all go after like when y'all left the city? Oh yeah, I was in Houston. So in Houston, the New Orleans, the New Orleans presence was felt. What mentality did New Orleans people go out there with, as far as from what I know, from what I heard, I should say, it's like everybody knew New Orleans was in Houston. Basically, they made it like everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was different. You know what I'm saying? It's two different lifestyles mixing together.
So it was kind of like y'all was trying to adjust to like how they got, or y'all was just letting them know how y'all got down.
Some people was, some niggas gonna feel like they gotta get it. You feel me? They ain't about to wait on FEMA and all that. You feel me? Niggas was getting it to their ability. You feel me?
Sure. So
boy, we gotta sleep on the fucking shelter and all that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no going back home. You can't find most of your family. Man, it felt like the end of the world or something. Man.
So when you did go back home after the storm, and the projects is gone. Was the projects gone when you went back?
Some of it.
Did they already start tearing it down before the storm came? Oh, okay. Because I know, like the Magnolia, they started tearing that down before the storm even came. Oh, okay. So when you got back, is that when they started, like after the storm? So you couldn't go back to like where you.
No, because everything was flooded and molded and.
So like where's y'all end up as far as when y'all got back to the city?
Some of the parts of the city, like outside of Kenner and all that, was still like kind of straight and shit. Yeah, man. Some parts of the project, like the old side and shit, they opened that back up. It took a little time for it to get back to normal, but for people homesick and shit, so they were dealing with it.
So when y'all got back and people are like spread all through the city, did that like heighten any beef? Not even but y'all, just like period, like just anybody in the city. Like did that heighten any beef? Like
it took a little second because everybody still people still in Houston all around, so everybody ain't just come back. But when everybody did, like kind of came back, and people had to live in different other spots and other niggas' territory. Yeah, shit was real.
And we spoke about like who y'all was into it with, but who was y'all cool with too though? As far as like the Calliope, like being cool with different wars or different projects, because we spoke on who y'all was into it with.
Cool. It was cool with a lot of people from different areas. You feel me? It was cool. A lot of people in different areas. That just how my little circle was. We got around. You hear me? Like I said, the Calliope was like two different parts. You feel me?
And you spoke on your circle. Who are some people you can speak like that you was close to, coming up and being in your immediate circle?
Oh, my big brother now, Rico, you know what I'm saying? Big dude, you know what I'm saying?
And you speak, well, you don't speak, but like I see Renell a lot on your page, or you speak on him a lot. Um, can you speak on your relationship, your personal relationship, and you know what I'm saying, as far as that whole situation with him?
Man, shit, it was like fucking, you see him, you see me. You hear me? All the way up till he died. You hear me? I was asleep when that happened. You hear me? I was asleep when that happened.
Okay,
And when I woke up, you know what I'm saying? That's why I really don't sleep right now today. You know? I lost like three people while I was asleep. Wake up to it, they did. Nobody wake me up saying it did. I gotta wake up to it, you know. So that shit was like kind of crazy. Now you gotta think back down. This whole while I was asleep, he was dead. So now I be feeling like I'm gonna miss something. Yeah, most definitely, man.
is it?
It's just self-explanatory, man. That's why a lot of people. That's why I'm here right now. You feel me? Because people wanted this interview because they know who I was going to talk to and get the most. I was right there. You feel me?
Right, and you being right there, you lost a lot of people. Um, you doing your thing now. You still here today. You doing your music thing. Like, what makes you different from everybody else that you love? Like, what made you? Like, how did you move to for you to be still be here today?
Man, just like never been a follower. You feel me? All my decisions were mine. You feel me? I always thought for myself. You hear me? I always wanted to be the leader, the general. You feel me? Like I just see a lot of people just make the same decisions and get in the same trouble. You feel me? I was one of the ones I was determined to make it out. You hear me? I ain't took nothing for granted. Anything somebody come say, I took heed to it. I ain't say I always listen. I took heed. I don't care if it's 9 years old. I'm a help. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hear you out. I was just always one of them type of people. You feel me?
For sure. We close this out, take me to the Rose Tavern.
That way you can go down there.
Yeah, take me to that.
At the back of the hood. You know what I'm saying? That was a little bar.
Yeah.
Man, even people from other places used to come. The tab, you know what I'm saying? The Calliope Ballroom. Man, you.
And it's the famous video on YouTube where they took Randall Watts through there. Yeah,
Yeah, that was his spot.
that was his spot.
Those Slimmers, they have his little drink with Hanukkah and Hennessy. Yeah, it comes with a one and one. Yeah, man. But I thought he liked the slow jams. You feel me? Matter of fact, Wango made a song about the slow jam.
What's the slow name?
It was a nice little smooth drink that'll get you right. Yeah, man.
Can you let the people know what the potion is, or that's the
That's some I can't tell you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know to know. You hear me? That's gone now. That died with the Calliope Road Tavern history. You feel me? But a lot of things happen on the slow jam.
for sure.
Yeah, man.
All right, but let the people know, man, where they can find you at. Instagram, social media, YouTube, your music, what you got coming, all that good stuff.
Man, the face of the city. Yeah, man. Calliope Bub, man. You can find me on Instagram. I am Bub underscore B3. YouTube, Calliope Bub. Everything Calliope Bub other than my IG. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Got any shout outs you want to get out there before we get off here?
Shout out to the whole city. Everybody believe in me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that ever believed in me. You feel me? Fuck Stunner, Gates. You know what I'm saying? Wacko. You hear me? Magnolia. Yeah, man. Ski Boo. You feel me? Everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming, man. They ain't giving my shot, but I'm about to take it now, man. Y'all already know.